Hi everyone, this is Daymi Pelaez and I'm going to be going over tons of fluency. So get ready, guys. All right, so because of the COVID-19 that we're all going through right now internationally, we are trying to give back and we're giving tons of discounts. So the three of the things that we have now on discount is we're going to be having a course coming up April 2nd at 1 p.m. and it's going to be going over measurement. We are having $2 off on that. We're also having a testing strategies tutoring mock exam data sheet and mini mock exam bundle. So all of that is actually $10 off. So that's a large amount. So take advantage of that if you need it. And the last thing, which is new, is we have our first mock exams. So I think they are super affordable. They're actually 30% off right now. So take advantage of that if you need it. These are actually printable. So you guys can print them as much as you want, do them as much as you want. And, you know, just take advantage of the time that you guys have right now. Like most of you are at home. And keep that studying going. I know it's tough, but we got to keep that momentum. Okay, guys? All right, so let's move on. All right, our disclaimer is ABA Exam Academy are a few credentialed providers that work together to help others ace the test. These meetings are meant to have active discussions to collaborate, ask questions, and provide helpful suggestions to better understand the BCBA task list concepts. All viewers and participants are responsible to verify the accuracy of the information being provided in order to successfully prepare for the BCBA, BCABA exam. So some ethical considerations that we do have is to always refrain from sharing any BCBA test questions, any paid resources, any specific identifiable client information, and if you're sharing any open resources, always make sure to provide credit to the author. All right, the references I always use is directly from Cooper. So I do use the Cooper book. I do get slight information from other resources, but I always go back to the Cooper book, make sure that information is accurate, change some things if I have to, but I always use the Cooper book because it's the most reliable resource. All right, so good news. Today we are working on fluency, which means we have tons and tons of questions. So this is the order we're going to be doing it. We're going to start with AKA matching. Then we're going to move on to definition matching. We're going to do true and false, and then we're going to leave the mock questions for last. All right, so who's ready?
It's what?
Ready, ready. All right. We're going to start with the easy stuff, AKA. All right, conceptual analysis of behavior. Who wants to tell me what goes with that?
Prerequisite?
That's behaviorism.
Oh, behaviorism, okay.
Behaviorism. Guys, and call it out.
You got me on that one.
Huh?
You got me on that one.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, next one is reflexivity. Reflexivity.
Generalized identity matching.
Nice job. Very good. Okay, exemplars.
These sufficient examples.
Yeah.
Good job. Behavior cusp.
Prerequisite.
Very good. Generative learning.
Derived relations.
Nice job, guys. Antecedent-based self-management tactics.
Environmental planning.
And then last one, confounding variables is?
Extraneous.
Good. Awesome. All right, we have one more for AKAs. Experimental control.
Functional relations.
Functional relations.
Nice. Magnitude.
Force.
Yeah, force.
Normalization.
Mainstreaming.
Yeah, mainstreaming.
Respondent behavior.
Reflexive relations.
Nice job. Operant behavior.
SRS model.
SRS.
Nice job, guys. Pre-task request.
High probability request.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
High probability request. And then total task training.
Whole task.
method.
Whole task method. Very, very good. You guys did awesome. Very good. All right, so AKs is really important, as you guys know. So you guys, I think, got at least like a 70 on that. So I think you guys are good with that. Let's do, now we're ready for definitions. Okay, so we're gonna do, I'm gonna read up the left and you guys are gonna tell me what goes with it. All right, measurement conducted in a manner such that some instances of the response classes of interest may not be detected.
Time sampling? Or, no, I'm sorry.
It's continuous.
Those continuing measurements. Yeah.
Good job, guys. I'm happy that you caught that, Samantha.
Yeah, because I know it's one of them.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Sometimes I answer things all of a sudden like that, and then I'm like, wait a second, read it again. Something I always suggest to people is when you're doing mock questions, you can read it fast, but I always say, if you're a fast reader and you have time on the exam, read it at least 3 times. Because I have people that have told me, oh, I took the exam in 2 hours, but I failed. I'm like, then maybe you should take a little longer, you know? So, you know, that might make a difference for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I always say read it 2 to 3 times, because sometimes you might catch a word that's in there that you didn't catch the first time. All right. So measurement conducted in a manner such that all instances of response classes of interest are detected during the observation period.
Continuous
measurement.
Nice job. Measurement procedure that measures duration, responses, latency, and inner response time.
Timing.
Perfect. Measurement procedure for obtaining a tally or count of the number of times a behavior occurs.
Event recording.
A measurement of the presence of absence of behavior within a specific time interval is most useful with continuous and high rate behaviors.
Time sampling.
Nice job, guys. All right, one more for definition. A contingency in which a response terminates an ongoing stimulus.
The stimulus control?
No, I should have answered. I was gonna say escape contingency.
Escape contingency, yeah. All right. Emergency of accurate responding to untrained and non-reinforcement of responses to some stimulus-stimulus relations.
Stimulus equivalence.
Stimulus equivalence.
What is it, Samantha?
Stimulus equivalence.
Stimulus equivalence? Yeah, you got it.
I always think of A equals B equals C, and then A, whole thing.
You got it. Conglomerate of real circumstances in which the organism exists.
Environment.
Yeah. Approach to explaining behavior that assumes that a mental or inner dimension exists that differs from a behavioral dimension, and that phenomena in this mention either directly case or mediate some form of behavior.
Mentalism.
Perfect. Situation in which the frequency, latency, duration, or amplitude of a behavior altered by the presence or absence of an antecedent stimulus.
Stimulus control.
Yes, stimulus control.
You got it. Nice job. Extent to which a learner continues to perform target after a portion of all of the interventions has been terminated.
Maintenance.
Nice job. All right, so now we're going to do some true and false questions. Like I said, these questions are created by me. I basically got lots of true and false questions that I have done in many of my previous meetings. I mixed them all up, and then now we're just working on fluency. All right, so direct assessment is the first step toward identifying the problem behavior antecedent stimuli. True or false? Okay, one false, Minerva?
False.
Yes, it is false. The indirect assessment is the first step. All right. A rule-governed behavior is a verbal description of a behavioral contingency and have an immediate consequence. True or false?
True.
Yeah, I was going to say true.
You're going to say true? Okay.
Yeah.
It is actually false. So the reason it's false is because it is a verbal description, but it does not have an immediate consequence. It is delayed.
Yeah, I was actually doing this earlier and I forgot. There's no contingency. It's just
contingency.
Right. So it's because it's not immediate. Mm-hmm. That's why. Mm-hmm. All right. A contingency contract is a permanent product that can only be written.
False.
You agree, Samantha?
I would say false.
No?
Nice job.
Yeah.
Yes, it is false because it can also be verbal. So why can't it also be verbal? Why? Do you know?
For people cannot read.
For people that cannot read, exactly. For people that are not vocal or can't read, you know, maybe you have to use pictures instead. Maybe you'll use there's lots of ways you can teach it. Perfect. The preliminary assessment is a type of parent-teacher interview. It involves filling out documents in order to get enough information and find out if there is a need for services. True or false?
True.
I'm going to say true.
True. It is actually false. Okay, this was a little bit of a tricky question. It is called preliminary because it is the initial assessment before the actual interview. It is usually very simple and straightforward to the point and why there was a request, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the reason is because the preliminary assessment is the first thing you do before you do anything that's indirect, okay? However, you do not fill out any documents. You can do the preliminary assessment on the phone. You can do it in person. You can do it at a Starbucks. But you're not going to fill out any documentation. You're just going to be, it's just like an informal conversation with a parent to find out if you're the right person that's suitable for that case.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if a parent tells you, I have a 21-year-old son and you're not competent with adults, then automatically you tell them, oh, I need to refer you out to someone else.
Yeah.
That's where you would find that out before the indirect. All right, a contingency-shaped behavior will change with the reinforcer and it is controlled by a contingency. True or false?
True.
True.
Very good. A BCBA identified an environmental variable and made an immediate change in the environment. This resulted in elimination of one problem behavior. The BCBA should continue services. True or false?
True.
True.
Yes, true. The environmental change only eliminated one problem behavior. There are other behaviors of concern. All right. A contingency contract solely by the individual by developing a self-contract. In the future, this can lead to self-management of behavior. So can a contingency contract lead to self-management? Yes or no? True or false?
True.
And I feel like...
Yes, it is true.
Yeah, it is true.
It is true. That is actually the teaching method. It is the same thing. You're just teaching them how to do that on their own.
Gotcha.
All right. Below are the 7 dimensions of behavior: applied, behavioral, analytic, technology, conceptually systematic, affective, or general. True or false?
False.
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 Supposed to be generality.
Generality and
Technological.
technological. Perfect. Who else is here? Someone else joined?
Hi guys, it's Vanessa.
Hi.
Long time no.
Hello. Below are the 5 teaching methods: precision teaching, DI, the Keller plan, DTT, and NET.
True.
True.
Okay. Yep.
False?
Got it. No, it's true.
I was like, what's NET? You see, I'm already really rusty.
NET is naturalistic.
That's right. Oh my goodness.
All right. So DI is for short for direct instruction. Color plan is an AKA for personalized system of instruction. And then I have DTT and NET. All right. Below are the graphs used in ABA: line graph, bar graph, commutative records, semi-logarithmic charts, scatter plot, or standard acceleration charts.
I'm not sure. I think it was only 5.
I think it's false because I think one of them is the AK. Standard acceleration is, I want a semi-logarithmic chart.
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah, it's an AK, so it should be false.
Yeah.
I think you guys are right, and I think that I put the wrong answer. Yeah. I think you guys are right because, standard acceleration chart goes under logarithm. So it is wrong. Sorry about that, guys. This is an old, I put a lot of questions that were from back in the days, so good catch. All right, below are all the parts of a line graph: horizontal abscissa x-axis, vertical ordinate y-axis, condition change lines, condition labels, data points, and data path. Look at what it's asking in the top. Below are all the parts.
It's false because I think it's phase.
What is it missing?
Yeah, one is missing.
I think it's phase. Oh my gosh. I think it's phase change. Or like
the title of the chart?
Title.
It's something that goes under.
Oh, figure caption.
The figure caption.
Figure caption.
Yeah, it's the figure caption.
I was like, I know it's like what it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the figure caption. It goes under and it describes what's going on in the graph. Below are the 6 attitudes of science: parsimony, determinism, empiricism, experimentation, replication, and philosophical doubt.
True.
True.
True. Very good.
Dear TP.
These are all the compound schedules of reinforcement: concurrent, multiple, mixed, alternating, conjoined, tandem, and chained.
False. Conjoined? That's not
supposed to be conjoined.
Yeah, false.
Nice catch. It is false, and it's actually alternative, and the other one is conjunctive. I put conjoined.
Good one. That's good.
Yeah. All right, mock questions. We're starting with the mocks. All right, and these are also created by me. All right, a sequence of behaviors that must be performed correctly and within a specified time to produce reinforcement is A, task analysis, B, behavior change tactics, C, behavior chain, or D, behavior chain with a limited hold.
D? Within
D.
D. Yeah.
D.
Nice, very good. All right, Larry is a preschool student at ABC Preschool. All the students have 2 snacks throughout the day during recess and upon arrival at aftercare. Yesterday, his teacher forgot to tell the kids to have a snack. Immediately after Larry asked his teacher, "Can I have my snack?" Her response was, "You have to wait until you arrive to your aftercare because we don't have time." He began to yell, "Give me my snack now," and hit his teacher several times. Larry's hitting behavior is considered what? A, behavior contract, B, extinction-induced aggression, C, extinction burst, or D, behavior contrast?
The hitting behavior. So B.
Does everyone agree?
Yeah, B.
Well, let's see. I want to say you're saying that he gets a snack immediately, but then one day he arrives.
So reinforcement wasn't available.
He's not gonna get the
Okay,
reinforcement.
yeah, then I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, good. That's good. I like that we collaborate about this. That's the best way to learn. Okay, so yes, Vanessa.
Yes,
I love that you noticed that the question asked about the hitting behavior. It did not ask about anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's say, could you figure out a way of it being an extinction burst?
Okay, let's see. So maybe if it just didn't specify, if we removed that, the Larry's hitting behavior is considered what? It could be something different, like, I don't know, Larry's reaction, or, you know, something that was more vague.
If he keeps asking and asking and asking and then starts screaming, yelling, you know, instead of hitting.
That's good. Exactly, Minerva. So,
good job.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to get to. The reason I put C, extinction burst, was because some people think that extinction burst is like an intensification of like the whole event, and it's not the whole event. It's specifically the behavior that was put on extinction. So like you said, Minerva, him asking for it 20 times would be an extinction burst. It's not him hitting. It has nothing to do with the hitting.
Oh, that's great. So his behavior in this scenario is him asking, can I have a snack? And usually it's followed up by the reinforcement of him receiving the snack. So in an extinction burst, the behavior that would be repetitive would be his asking behavior.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Very good. All right. This is a highly effective self-management tactic that uses DRI and promotes self-awareness training. It allows the individual to find the events that trigger these inappropriate behavior. Which form of self-management is mentioned above? A, self-instruction, B, mass practice, C, habit reversal, or D, self-evaluation. Notice that it says DRI.
And DRI stands for?
Differential reinforcement of incompatible.
Nice.
Maybe C?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Because if it's incompatible, then you're having to do something.
You got it.
Good job.
Yeah. Habit reversal. So always, when you're looking at some type of self-management, when they mention DRI, it's always going to be habit reversal. None of the other self-management tactics talks about DRI. None of them. Only this one. Okay. A multiple baseline design with a lot less data points that gives data intermittently is called what? A, delayed multiple baseline, B, multiple probe, C, multiple baseline across behaviors, or D, none of the above.
Multiple probe? Yeah, multiple probe.
Okay, I have 2 for multiple probe. Anyone else?
Sorry, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the multiple probe.
Multiple probe.
B, very good. All right. A systematic method for selecting teaching examples that represent the full range of stimulus variation and response requirements in the generalization setting is an example of what? A, general case analysis, B, multiple exemplar training, C, teaching loosely, or D, programming common stimuli.
General case analysis.
1 for general case.
Yeah, A.
I'd say A too.
2 for A.
A.
Okay, does anybody want to be brave and say why it's A?
Because it talks about the response requirements as well.
Good.
With the multiple exemplar, which might be what other, I mean, I don't know what it was. If anybody had a second answer, they were debating between, what would it be?
No, everybody said A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I can see where you could probably
go wrong with it.
Right.
Yeah, because I was trying to remember this because I've taken my exam twice, and so I'm like, I know this, but this is like a question I would typically get confused between.
Yeah, and general case and multiple exemplar, they're very similar. So
yeah,
if I would say study any of them, it would be those two to differentiate them.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I had a hard time with those.
Yeah. All right, a multiple baseline design with a lot. Okay, we already did this one. Sorry. Let's repeat. All right, a level of scientific understanding is all of the following except A, prediction, B, control, C, description, or D, none of the above.
None of the above.
The above.
Nice job. Ernie is a BCBA that is conducting his first research study at a university. He will use a single subject design. This means that he, A, can use only one subject that acts as their own control. B, can use one or more subjects that acts as their own control. C, can only use a large number of subjects that act as their own control. Or D, can use one or more subjects within a group design.
It's D.
B.
1 for D.
No.
B is in boy.
B. 1 for B, 2 for B. Okay.
Yeah, it's B then.
B.
Yeah.
It's one or more. All right, all of the following are part of a components of experiments in ABA except A, at least 2 behaviors, B, a measurement system, C, an experimental design, or D, at least 1 behavior.
A.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need 1 behavior.
It's an except question, so it is A. Did you guys notice that?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Daymi uses ABA jargon when communicating with professionals in the field of ABA. Which of the 7 dimensions does this relate to? A, technological, B, generality, C, applied, or D, conceptually systematic?
D.
Yeah, D.
Nice job. Very good. All right. What is the main reason why a BCBA would use a level system together with a token economy? A, because it makes it easier to implement. B, because it makes it easier to withdraw. C, because it will encourage self-management, or D, because it will encourage discrete trial teaching.
B.
B.
Did someone else say B?
Yeah, B.
Okay.
I said C.
C.
Oh.
Because you can use, like, the token economy, you use more for it can be used for self-management.
Right. So it's similar to the other question we had about contingency contract. Contingency contract and token economy go hand in hand. So you can teach those to promote self-management. All right, a BCBA is going to choose backup reinforcers for a new client. What should she consider? A, consider the parent's request. B, consider ethical guidelines and the law. C, consider choosing edibles first in order to pair the token system. Or D, consider a background that has some kind of personal preference for pairing.
D sounds more
I'd say D.
like yeah.
You say D as in dog?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
B? B as in boy?
2 for D and 1 for B.
It's
Always go for ethics if it's in there.
Okay.
So it is ethical guidelines and the law. All right, a parent requested ABA service for the first time. This is the first time they have services with the agency. What should the BCBA do first? A, direct assessment, B, preliminary assessment, C, functional analysis, or D, give a questionnaire to the parent and teacher.
B.
D.
2 for B. Anyone else?
Wouldn't a, well, let me say B.
What were you gonna say, Vanessa?
Yeah, I'm like, that one's, I must be just really tired. I was like,
Okay,
D is part of the preliminary assessment, right?
So preliminary assessment, I think we spoke about it right before you joined. Preliminary assessment is like that initial conversation you have with a parent to figure out if you're the right person for the case or not.
Gotcha.
So
okay, so next step is.
Right. It could be a phone call. It could be a meetup at Starbucks, but you don't have any documents, you don't have anything.
Gotcha.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Reviewing records and available data involves all of the following except A, collecting ABC data, B, rating scales, C, medical records, or D, prior behavior plan.
A.
I'm sorry, I think I heard someone, but I didn't hear what letter.
A.
B.
Okay. 2 for B.
Or A. I was going to say A.
It's A, and okay, who said that? Samantha?
No, there was actually someone else that said it. Her
Okay.
voice was kind of low, so I don't think you heard it.
Okay. Why is it that you were going for that one?
Because that's more of like a direct observation. Like that's something that you do. The other ones, you have to have medical records. You should always review the prior behavior plan, and the rating scales is part of the
Right. So B, C, and D fall under indirect.
Mhm.
And A fall under direct.
Direct.
That's why it does not belong in reviewing records. All right, Michael is conducting his first experiment at the University of Miami. He will use a single subject design. This means that he, A, can use only one subject that acts as their own control. B, can use one or more subjects that acts as their own control. C, can only use a large number of subjects that acts as their own control. Or D, can use one or more subjects that within a group design. I think we did a question similar to
B.
B.
Yeah.
B.
B.
B. All right, you guys got this. All right, all of the following are parts of I did this one too.
Yeah.
All right, Raphael never had any problem behaviors. At age 7, he started hitting, biting, and yelling when upset instead of using his words. The parents requested services from a BCBA. When conducted the preliminary assessment, the parents said that he sometimes complains about his head hurting. What should a BCBA do next? A, assist the parents with requesting respite. B, give his parents a referral while beginning services. C, begin services right away to help reduce the new behavior. Or D, refer him to see a neurologist prior to beginning services.
D. D as in dog.
2 for D.
B as in boy.
1 for B. All right, it is
Always.
B. Let's
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally read that wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. So the reason it's D is because you don't know what's going on. why he's hitting his head, why he's doing that, because this behavior started all of a sudden. So I wouldn't say it's B, because I wouldn't start services. The part here says while beginning services, and the other one says prior to beginning services.
Yeah, I caught the give his parents a referral, and I was like, well, that's more general than like the neurologist, but see, that's my problem. Finish reading, guys.
Yeah, that's big. So we were talking about that. We were talking about taking your time reading, and if you're a fast reader, you should read at least 2 times, and if you have extra time, 3 times, or flag the question or something. But guys,
yes, ladies,
thank you so much for being part of the meeting. We had a great time. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and communicate, and check out the website, abaexamacademy.com. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Be safe.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you for coming back.
Absolutely. Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.